Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice. This is Monica and I'm doing our July readings. I'm doing a little bit differently this month. I'm trying to do one video per sign. Please let me know, give me some feedback. Let me know if you prefer this format or if you prefer one video for all the signs and with the timestamps and all that. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to use the time I have available. And if you find value, if you enjoy the readings done this way, please let me know. You can like the video or you can comment and let me know, and I'd appreciate it, and I'll keep doing it, because if it works for you guys, I can make the time, but I don't want to waste my time or yours, so I need some feedback there. Okay, so this is going to be for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. As always, remember the readings are general, so they're not going to make sense to everyone, not in the same way. Be sure to watch all your signs, your Sun, your Moon, Rising, and your Venus. Information on private readings is always in the description box below. And please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't, and thank you so much if you have. We're going to break it down by weeks and see what's up. So what's going on for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs in the month of July 2022? Can you believe it's July? I'm not even going to think about it because I'm going to have a breakdown. Okay. First week, second week, third week, and fourth. Bottom of the deck is the overall energy, the Five of Cups. Awesome. Man, what are you guys dealing with? As the overall energy, the Five of Cups can talk about experiencing a sense of loss, a sense of abandonment, mourning something or someone, and hopefully it's not, mourning someone's passing, but if it is, my condolences. Something falls apart, something crumbles. Not all is lost. I do want to say that with the Five of Cups, and it's important to, when we're in this mood, this mindset, because we do get there, life happens, right? It's important to allow ourselves to feel the feels, to acknowledge what we need to acknowledge, but not to dwell there for too long, because we end up getting into depression, and then the longer we're there, the longer the more we sink, and then the more difficult it gets to get out. So just keep that in the back of your mind when you get into a bit of a low mood, or when you experience this energy of loss, sorrow. Be kind to yourself, allow yourself to experience what you need to experience, but try not to let yourself stay there for too long, okay? And I know it's easier said than done, guys. Let's see what it's about. What's going on? First week, Two of Swords with Judgment. Okay, so there has been a break. There has been a separation. There's been no communication. You have no idea what happened for some of you, or you didn't get a vote, you didn't get a say, and you haven't, I feel like you haven't had closure, hence the Five of Cups, okay? Now what I do want to say is the Five of Cups is the overall energy, but with this being in your first week, this tells me that the Five of Cups most likely has already happened, okay? But remember, we're on different timelines when it comes to energy, so for some of you it hasn't happened yet, but for some this is where we're picking up, okay? So it's happened and you're trying to get answers, or for some of you this is where you hear back from someone talking about making amends, or talking about getting back together, talking about forgiveness, reconciliation. You haven't seen or spoken to this person in a little while after the break or after the fight, the separation, they took off. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be with friends or family as well. But it looks like you're getting some sort of communication. Now, you might be blocking this person, okay? You might be blocking this person when they're trying to talk to you about forgiveness, resurrection, whatever. Let's see. Second week, Six of Swords with the Tower. Yeah, I feel like whatever happened hurt you deeply, and when you're done, you're done. And I feel like this person tries to talk to you, whoever it is that betrayed you and broke your heart, again, in whatever capacity, and they're going to have the shock of their life when you keep your back turned to them and you keep going, okay? You're not having this reconciliation. You're not going to make peace. You're not going to play nice, because I feel like what happened was too hurtful, too painful. if this was a temporary thing where you had a fight, you went your separate ways, didn't see each other for a couple of days or a couple of weeks or a couple of months, I feel like this person is going to be surprised to see that you've already moved on. Okay, on the outside. On the inside, you're still very much brokenhearted. On the outside, though, you're trying to stay in control of yourself and make the decisions you need to make. They have shown you their true colors. You're making your decisions based on that. You've already moved on. You've already moved away, moved out, or just emotionally, mentally, you're done with this. You've moved on. You're saying no, you're not going to take them back. You're not going to go back. Third week, we have the 8 of Torches with the 9 of Pentacles. Third week, 8 of Wands with the 9 of Pentacles. This is where you're working on yourself, you're nurturing yourself. You could get, you could be like getting back out there. If it's about a love situation, this is where, I don't know, you're joining an app for fun, or you're just socializing more, you're messaging with people more, you're trying to get yourself back out there, trying to have a little bit more fun. You may be revamping your wardrobe, your style, your look, okay? With that 9 of Pentacles is very much nurturing, looking after yourself, investing in yourself, okay? And yeah, a very social time, a lot of messages flying back and forth. Or like I say, you're getting yourself out there, you're flirting, or someone's flirting with you, something along those lines. Fourth week, we have the 9 of Swords and the Star. So fourth week with the 9 of Swords and the Star, I feel like this is healing coming in. Because remember, you're moving on, but you're kind of pushing yourself to move on. You don't necessarily feel like you want to, but your feelings are so hurt. You're telling yourself, and you're keeping yourself going, and you're pushing yourself to move away from this situation or from this person, because you've concluded it's the right thing to do. But it's one thing when we make that rational decision, and it is the right one to make, but most often our hearts don't cooperate, right? Most often we have to kind of force ourselves, because we're telling ourselves what the right thing to do is, despite what we may actually feel about the person or the situation. And I feel like towards the end of the month, it might be as a result of this time you take to nurture yourself. It might be as a result of you just getting out there and having some fun, or getting out there and flirting with some people, I don't know. But you are finally at a point where you can release and you can focus on healing, and you're finally feeling like yourself again. You're finally feeling at peace, comfortable within yourself, comfortable within your skin. This could also be meeting someone new, maybe an Aquarius, and you're very anxious because you're still healing from what happened. You're still healing from this other thing. I also see a scenario of this time apart, even though you say no initially and you mean it, but this time apart, it's like it gives you some time to clear your head. It gives you some perspective, even if it's like a couple of weeks, right? But like I say, for those of you, it's been longer than that. It gives you some perspective. It gives you some new information, maybe a new way of looking at things. And it can be that what is trying to be healed here with the Judgment and the Tower can be healed. In other words, there can be a coming back to each other, a coming back together. Maybe the 6 of Swords with the Tower is saying no intentionally to hurt the person, or to give them a taste of their own medicine. It could be that. And when they kind of give you your space and they do respect your boundaries, they make their feelings clear, but they respect your boundaries, I feel like that's the turning point where you're thinking, okay, maybe this has a chance then, because they've learned something here. Okay, there could be something along those lines. If not, this is about a new person. You are a little bit starry-eyed about them, but it kind of scares you because you're still healing from what happened in the past with this other person. Okay, what I would say is, if you genuinely feel you're not ready, don't put yourself in that position, because it'll just cause you stress and pressure and anxiety, and you might end up hurting someone who's innocent in this whole thing. But if it sparks something within you, be open with them, talk to them, be honest, and just then take it one day at a time and just see what happens. That could also be part of the healing process for you, through this new person. If this isn't something going on with love life, although for some of you, I feel like, for a lot of you, I feel like it is, It could be also family situations or something with a friend. I also see that. There's a sudden departure that you're making. It could be if it's a work situation or something you've invested a lot of time, energy, and effort into, but there's a block that has been placed in front of you when it comes to that. You're not hearing the communication you want to hear. You're not hearing back. You're not getting the information. You're not getting the green light, the permission, the approval, the whatever. And it's just been one delay after another because it's been going on for some time. There will be, for others, it will look like a very shocking departure. They don't expect you to just drop everything and leave, but I feel like that's exactly what you're doing because you're aware of your worth. You're aware that you're working for less money than they should be giving you. You're aware you're doing more than everyone else is doing, and yet you're being treated equally, right? The same as everyone, when actually you should be treated differently because you do more, you take more on, you're more invested, involved, put more hours in. Do you know what I mean? And what you have asked for or applied for is what would be fair, and yet they're not giving you that. This is where you're taking a step back. You're handing in your notice. You're putting your CV out. You're sending it out into the universe, or out into the people people you don't know, networking, using your network. Okay, with the Eight of Wands and the Star card, there's a little bit of a hesitation here in the 4th week. So maybe I feel like for some of you, you're handing in your notice even before you have something else because you're just that angry about it, okay? You're just that indignant about it, about the unfairness of it all, right? And you could be handing in your notice before you have something else. Now, I'm not recommending you do this. I'm not encouraging you to do this, although I have done it myself several times, but it's different things for different people, right? However, and in that case, there will be a little pause and a little what have I done right after you do it and you send your CV out, because you don't hear back immediately. But I feel like it will be a momentary pause, if I can talk, in the beginning of the 4th week, because by the end of the 4th week, you have this amazing opportunity presented to you, okay? And you'll be very happy. That will be your confirmation that you did the right thing, leaving this behind, this never-ending mess, okay? So Leo, a bit of a mixed bag, but you tell me what this is about for you if you resonate with the reading. Stay true to yourself, know your worth, stand up for yourself and what you deserve. And I feel like that's what you're doing, and it will change course for you. It will put you on a new path that is what you deserve, and what your wishes are, they will come true on that path, okay? So I'm going to leave that with you. Hope you have a wonderful month, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.